y'all. I am so excited to show you this. So I just got this from Country Craft Creations. I am creating a mini album slash Irish cottage. And so I wanted to share with you the paper collection that I received, plus these extra goodies that you will get in a kit that you can only purchase from Country Craft Creations in order to be able to get my tutorial to make this. And I really hope you love it. So anyway, let me just show you before I actually get started into the tutorial. I want to show you exactly what you're going to get in here. And let me see if I can work on the, let me see if I can get this color better. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Sorry, there's like a little reflection here. So, first of all, you're going to get these amazing seam binding ribbons. And I love this cream color. All of these perfectly go with the collection. Here, this is close up. Really pretty cream. I love this kind of light minty green. In fact, my lighting isn't even doing this justice. Let me see if I switch. And let me see if that looks a little bit better. Let's see if that's, there we go. That's a little bit closer, but still, the color and the colors on these are, maybe that's, I don't know. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. It matches the collection perfectly. So you get this other green right here, and then you get this blue color. Love this. It's like a sage country blue. Beautiful, beautiful. And then you get some of these little, see how cute they are? They have like little butterflies. See if I can get a better image of that. There we go. It's like a butterfly on a flower and leaf. Really pretty. So you get 3 of these. Really beautiful. Then I love petaloo flowers. Ain't got to lie, ain't got to lie. So you get it comes in a package of 4. And they call these Botanica Blooms, and they're white. Really pretty. Then here's the Authentique Charmed paper collection. So this has everything you could possibly need in here. She did send me 3. Right now, since I have only started on the frame of the project and some of the pages, I don't know how much I'm going to use of it yet. So hopefully we can keep it down to 2, but I'm going to just double check for sure because this is a lot of creating here. So I'm going to open it up. I'm sorry for my camera wiggling. I don't even know why, because I'm not even touching the camera. That's crazy. Okay. Here, let me undo this off the paper. Here we go. This way. I'm sorry, like underneath my desk is a hot mess. There's paint on there and I can't get it off. I've like tried everything. Okay, so the first thing you get here are these little easy punch-out cards. You have loved, the and, the heart, Ireland flag, charmed, your feet will take you where your heart is. That's so cute. Then you get a bunch of these little arrow flags. It says lucky rainbows. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. That's so cute. And then you get these little stamps. This one says get your green on. This one says era. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And then you get a flower. Then you have like a little tag here that says shamrocks, shenanigans. Don't we love that? Luck of the Irish and take note. You also get a alpha sticker sheet. Then here is the 2-sided paper. You get this one that has the tags on it. And look at that beautiful, this is like the Celtic circles. I love, love, love this. This one is called Charmed 6. And this one says, I bear a charmed life. Let's see. It says, for each petal of the shamrock, this brings a wish your way, good health, luck, and happiness for today and every day. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. At the end of all your rainbows, you may find a pot of gold. Catch me if you can. That's cute. No pinch zone. May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. It's an Irish blessing. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow. This one says, luck, beware leprechaun crossing. Lucky like a four-leaf clover. And then we have this wonderful argyle paper right here. I know my camera is like not focusing on that right, but it's awesome. And then this one has, and you can't really tell, but these are all tiny little shamrocks. That's really cute. Then you have your shamrock page with some script writing underneath. And then you have your stripes. And I love the little bingo cards with the people on here. So stinking cute. So vintage. Can't even say anything more about that. Then, of course, you have your checked paper on the back. Then you have your clovers with the their little I forget what the infinity heart circles, hearts is what it is. Then you have some dots and some script writing underneath. Then you have these beautiful bouquet of flowers with this beautiful cream color underneath with also script writing. Then you have your green and cream colored dots. Love that. Again, you have your Celtic circles. Oh, so you get two of these. Excuse me. I'm assuming you get two of each. So let's just double check here. Got two of those. You get two of these. And then again, two of these. I think she might have sent me too much because you could probably just get away with using two of these. But we will double check since I'm making the little house. Oops. Yes. So basically, sorry, that goes there. This goes here. Sorry, I know. You're like, duh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Then I'm thinking there is another sticker sheet. Here we go. Here it is. Love it. This one says love. It says loyalty, honor, and respect. Then you have this little girl. Then it says keep calm and Irish on. Luck of the Irish, pot of gold, Celtic pride, icy green, Erringo bra, four leaves, cheers, kiss me, I'm Irish. I'd rather be in Ireland. Ireland, lucky shamrock, St. Patty's Day, charmed life. Beautiful flower bouquet again, and then you have these tiny little they're like little tab, or you could use them as corners. Eat, drink, and be Irish. Another shamrock. Then you have these like little tiny mini file folder stickers, and this one says I'm a wee bit Irish. And then you have your little leprechaun, and of course I love Ireland. Pinch me, I'm so lucky to have you. Love, happy. I mean, this is so fully loaded. I can't even say anything more about it. Top of the morning to you. You got some little swing tab stickers that you could make with these. Irish lad, Irish lass. So obviously boy and girl. And here's another Irish lass. A girl without freckles is like a night without stars. I've always hated my freckles, but with this saying, I think I might actually like my freckles. Then it says, I bear a charmed life, and that's by Shakespeare. And this one says, the Irish heart is warm and wide, a place where love and peace abide. And this one says, luck has nothing to do with it. We are blessed. And this one says, warning, may be prone to shenanigans and malarkey. Love that. So cute. Anyway, I love this collection. I mean, I am really, really, really in love with this collection. I can't wait to get started on it. In fact, I have already, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get into what I have done already for you. So basically, the construction of the cottage is going to start out as a box, okay? And it is rectangular. And then here's the sides. So I've already, where did I do my little measurement card? Let me see here. Of course, when I need something, I can't find it. Ah, crud. Let me come right back and I'll give it to you in a second. I apologize. Hold on. Okay, so I'll be right. Okay, so this is what I've got here. So you're going to have 2 pieces of chipboard. Okay, that I used a 12 by 12 chipboard, which she does sell in her store, Tammy. So you can definitely get that there too. This is 6 by 7.5. So you get 2 of these. So that's your 2 sides. And then on these 2 sides, it is 2 at 4 5/8 by 6. So you get 1, 2, 4 5/8 by 6. Then you will have your lid. That is 4 by 7.5, or that could be the bottom. No, sorry. The bottom is 4 by 7.5. Then you will have your lid is 4 7/8 by 7 7/8. Then you'll have 2 sides at 1 inch by 7 3/4. And then your 2 ends at 1 and 4 3/4. Okay. And I will write these out for you too. Then I have the 2 triangles are 2.5 by 4 and looks like 4. I put 4 and 7/2, but that is not right. That must be like 4.5. Let me just double check on that real quick. I apologize. No, 4 and 7/8. It looks like. Yep. My bad. So obviously it's going to be 2.5 inches wide, right? By 4 7/8. Then if I measure this correctly, this I centered it, okay? And how I do that is I actually cut another piece of paper at the 4 7/8. Then I fold it in half and then I lay it on top and line it up exactly, and then I know where the center is so that I don't have to sit there and do the mathematics. So basically you would be doing, so here we go. This would end here, right? So then I'm going to do it like, so. And then see, that's the tricks of the trade. You're going to know where your center is. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's kind of how I do that little cheat sheet right there. But I believe that this is 2 inches long. So I did measure that, but I'm going to double check just to make sure. It's 2.5 inches long. So basically you're going to measure 2.5 inches up and then center it from that original rectangle. Then you're going to take your cutter, okay? Let me see if I can, hold on, sorry, I got to move my computer back so I can do this. I'll just lay it on top of here. So basically what I do is I get the edge on there in the corner right where I have like a little metal line here, so I know where it's actually going to cut in the center. And then I just cut down. And it's easier if you hold it all the way back. It'll actually kind of like, hold this steady. And then when I'm holding these down, I literally press down on this and then pull it down so that this will not move. Okay? And then you would just do that on both sides. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to get further on in this and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So kind of when I put this together, I just basically use some washi tape. My suggestion is to use a pretty cheap washi tape because basically you're going to want to peel this off. Okay, so I've already put one of the edges here. So instead of using tape, okay, I wanted it to be a little bit more secure. So I basically took some 8.5 by 11 cardstock and I chose like a really dark gray color just because I wanted a neutral color. You can use black, whatever you have. This just happens to be some extra paper. But do be aware that that dark color is going to come through, possibly on some of your edges. So that's up to you on what color you want your house to be. To me, the black, this charcoal gray isn't as harsh as black, so I'm hoping it won't show up as much. So basically what I did is I cut 1-inch strips and then I scored it down the middle. Okay, and then I took some of my double-sided sticky tape and I basically peeled off the extra tape I have. So you can see right here on this corner, I just basically peeled off this piece and then pulled it back. Then I wanted to make sure, and I'm going to try to get as close as I can, that you want these lined up exactly, okay? Right on the edge. The way I did the design of this box construction, it's going to be pretty tight. So don't layer on a ton of paper, don't layer on a ton of paint. Just basically, just do this part here and you should be good to go. I wanted it really neat and tight. So the way I set it up is the 2 side pieces go on the outside of the square. So I don't know. See if you can see this. Maybe I can zoom it in. Maybe it'll let me do that. Okay, see if you can see this. I have it where the 2 ends, the 2 shorter ends go on the outside, and the 2 longer sides go on the inside of these 2 pieces. Do you see? And then this fits perfectly in the center of these 4. So that way you can get this box to set correctly. I have made boxes before and they didn't turn out right because I did not do that exact little measurement. So I'm going to put it on its side. I'm going to make sure that it's even. I did already apply my double-sided sticky tape. I just used 1/4 inch for now. I mean, you're just trying to get it to sit on there. I got that out. And basically, I'm going to flatten it a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of lightly get it up in there so that it's laying flat. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. And then go ahead and put the top down and press down. And that should be perfect. So, and actually I'm a little bit over on my edges. That is okay. I forgot I did that earlier. So this strip was, I believe 7 3/4. So you're going to have to take off just a tiny, tiny bit off the end. Like that much. I mean, that's hardly anything. That's like a hairline. Okay, just so that it won't go over the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to measure and cut the other pieces and then I'll be back. Okay, so now you're going to need 2 strips that are going to be for this side edge that are going to be 1 inch by 4 3/4. But remember I said we're going to take a hair off possibly. So right now I'm going to measure it up and see. I'm going to fold it in half. And let's see here. Yep, this one goes over a little bit. So I'm going to try taking off about 1/8 an inch and see if that fits better. And it does. So I'm going to do that with my other one. I'm going to go up to the 4 3/4, but I'm going to take off 1/8 of an inch. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, and again, fold it over. So actually, it wouldn't be 4 3/4 on this edge. It would be, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, in all honesty, I would leave it on there because it's better to have it too long than too short and then just cut off the little edge. That is just my personal opinion. So now, let me back this up a little bit and you'll have to forgive my table. I'm sorry, not back it up. Let me move my thing up. Okay, so here again, I can go ahead and now remove my little extra strip there. I'm going to get my double-sided sticky tape. And hold on, I'm going to move it a little closer to me. I apologize. And Tamara also does sell score tape in her store. So you can get that there. Also, I mean, like everything you need to make your project, you can get from her. So no need to worry about that. I am going to trim off a little bit more of this paper that's kind of sticking over that I didn't get on this edge. Okay. Then I'm going to burnish the edges. Okay. That's taking your bone folder in case you have never made any paper crafts. You need a bone folder. That's muy importante. Very important. Okay, so then I'm going to take my strip here, and again, I'm going to do the same thing. It's already lined up pretty tight, so that's good enough for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal it down and burnish my edges. Now, don't go too crazy yet. You can burnish them once the whole thing is constructed together, because you could like make it, you know, off key. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way because it's a little bit easier for me. Like, see, this paper didn't stick here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm pushing with my thumb inside and then burnishing it, the edge. Okay. So now I'm going to take my double-sided sticky tape and then again go over the edge here. Oops, I'm sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. And then burnish your edges. Anything that's hanging over, peel it back and fold it right back on here onto the top, and then do the same thing on the sides and fold it back onto the sides so that you don't have any hangover tape. I hate that. Ugh. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to just make sure before I start doing this, I want to make sure it fits, and it does. Now that it's getting tighter, I can actually burnish it a little bit better. You could always do this with glue, but I would find that almost literally impossible. Okay, let me get the measurements for this, which it is going to be, it looks like 6 inches. It's actually a little bit under 6, so yeah, no, it's right about 6. So I know that I need 6 inches across. So I can go ahead and score this and then cut that off. And I'm just cutting this up. Normally I would turn it to the side and go ahead and do my other edges, but since I'm doing the video, I want to show you just so that it's more, oops, this did not do exactly what I wanted to do. Goodness. I need to get new blades too, so after I pick up my kids, I'm going to run to Hobby Lobby. Okay, so then I know I need 4 of these. So again, I'm going to score at the 1/2 inch, the 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, and the 4. Now, that should give me 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. Okay. Then I'm going to cut at that 4-inch line. Oops, where did the little thingy go? What on earth? Okay, here's another one. I'll just use this one. Hopefully this is a decent one. Looks decent. Okay. Maybe I don't need a new blade. Okay. And then I'm cutting down at the 1 inch. Now, I want to tell y'all something that I have found easier for me. So, every time I do this now, because I used to not do it, I hold this down so strong because I want this to be a perfectly straight line. If you don't, this will move around and then you have a crooked line. And that's especially, it's maybe not as important on these, but it is when you're actually making your pages because you definitely don't want crooked stuff. I know I don't. Okay, so then I'm going to take these edges and then burnish it, fold it over, burnish it, fold it over, burnish it, fold it over, and burnish it. Now, I don't know if you could tell. Well, I should have shown it to you before. Okay, maybe I can show it to you on this. So on this side, you see that the mountain is up. That's what they call this, a mountain fold. And then here, the mountain is deep. Okay, so valley high, valley low. When you're folding these, you always fold it on the valley high. Okay, I don't know why that is, but it's been like that in bookbinding forever. So then I'm going to measure this up just to make sure. Oh, and it's a perfect fit. Ooh, gotta love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take off my, let me zoom out a little bit. No, it already is zoomed out. My bad. Okay, take off my thing. Then I'm going to put my tape on. Hold on. Now this is probably going to be a little bit more tricky because as you can see, your edge is loose over here, so you're going to have to kind of maneuver it yourself. Okay, so remember, the long side goes inside this edge, okay? So, go ahead and burnish my edges, and it's going to be kind of loose there, so I'm going to pull my tape back and rock my hanging over stuff over on top of each other, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay this on here. And I'm going to turn it sideways so I can see what I'm doing. Okay? Now I'm laying this flat first, and then I come up here on the top. I'm just going to do this real lightly right now. I will come back later and burnish all the edges once the whole box is put together. Take off my extra tape. So you know the business. I'm just going to finish the rest of these and then I'll be back because otherwise my video will be 100 hours long.